morning, students. So today we are going to be learning about angles because, believe it or not, there's actually a lot of math that happens within the art world, and this is just one of the many types of math that we're going to be doing throughout art. So there are actually three types of angles that we're going to be learning about today, and they are called acute, right, and obtuse. And so what is an angle, you may ask? Well, let me tell you. An angle is when two lines come together at a conjoining endpoint, and the angle part is actually where you see this little half, this like backwards C, and it is like the curl or the turn of the two lines that are coming together. All right, so like I said, our very first angle is called an acute angle. So angles are actually measured in degrees. So like this one is an example of a 45-degree angle. And acute angles are anything that is greater than 0 degrees but less than 90 degrees. So if you're thinking about it in like real life terms, you could think, when you're thinking of an acute angle, you could think of like a slice of pizza, how we got our crust, it's bigger at the top, and then it comes to this acute angle at the bottom right here. Some toppings and things. But so when you're thinking of an acute angle, you can think of a slice of pizza, and that'll always get you to where you need to be. Our next angle is a right angle, and this one's probably the easiest one to remember because every time you're going to see a right angle, it is going to be identifiable by this little square in the like conjoining point. So that's how you're always going to know that it's 90 degrees. And when you're thinking of a 90-degree angle, you can think of something just as simple as a square or a rectangle. Those have lots of 90-degree angles. Or you can think about if you're looking at a window in your house, a lot of windows have, there's like the big square, and then they have window panes inside of them. And so you can think about one of these window panes, they're just like all mini squares, and they have so many right angles in them. So take a look around you right now and see if you can find any 90-degree angles where you're sitting right now. All right, class, so our very final angle that we're going to look at is our obtuse angle. So you can see here that it's really, really wide, and it is actually going to be anything that is greater than 90 degrees or less than 180 degrees. So when you're thinking about what an obtuse angle is, maybe you could think of something like a stop sign, or in other words, a pentagon. So that just has 5 sides. You see them all around when you're driving. Something like this. So you can see that pretty much every single angle in this shape has an obtuse angle. So if you guys want to take a minute, stop, look around, see if you can find any obtuse angles around you. So now that we've reviewed our 3 types of angles, I'm actually going to be handing out a pattern design sheet. And so what we're going to do on there has all the directions on it, but we're going to be drawing some Kanja-inspired designs on these design sheets. So make sure you're thinking about angles, which angles you're using, if it's obtuse, right, or acute, because you're going to have to label 3 of them on our design sheets that we're doing. So let's get started.